Case studies. It's all well and good to know when to use a map on your card or how to display combo tees on your grid, but how do you actually put this information to use? We'll walk you through a few case studies that take an existing card and apply some of the design changes we talked about in this video. Some of these are total overhauls, changing everything from the size of the card to the colors used. Others stay essentially the same, but are updated to be more user-friendly or more in line with the club's aesthetic. As you will see, it is not always obvious that there is a better way to arrange the card, especially if it's a design the club has been using for years. All of them, however, are real-world examples of the principles we talk about in this video. Spring Creek Golf and Country Club is a very nice private club in Central California. For many years, they used this card. Let's take a look here. The card is 4.5 by 12 with a center score. The cover has a marketing blurb, not something you would expect on the scorecard for a private golf facility. The back panel has a map, also unusual for a member-owned private facility. Their rules text is a reasonable length, but overall this panel looks a bit crowded. To contrast, the grid is clean and well ordered. In 2013, they wanted to change the cover to incorporate a photo of the clubhouse, which had been recently renovated and expanded. The text font was made a light tan to contrast against the dark background. Note that the color works well with the leaf color on the logo. The borders on the card were eliminated to create more space, and the rules panel has been opened up a bit. On the grid side, they added two combination tees, Combo and Super, as separate lines using the tee colors to indicate which tee to use. These added tees required getting rid of a scoring row, going from 8 lines to 7. Overall, the color scheme looks more modern to fit the new clubhouse. In 2015, we were asked to totally redesign the card to be more consistent with what one would expect from a private club. Size-wise, the card went from 4.5 by 12 to 6 by 8, the size most commonly used by private golf facilities because it is a walker-style card that a golfer can put in their back pocket. A 6 by 8 also gives you the height to accommodate more tees without sacrificing scoring lines. The new logo, provided by the club, is more simplified and elegant than their old logo. Color-wise, we went with a conservative, muted color scheme, something that also reinforces a private club feel. In this case, we used just the brown from their logo against the tan background. Very handsome. Moving on to the back panel, the rules haven't changed at all since the first card. The ratings and slopes have been moved to this panel from the grid side though. Note the map has also been removed. The truth is, club members don't need a map. You'll also see that the club name is not repeated on the back panel since room is at a premium. On the grid, we have now added a third combo tee, Women's Combo. And to keep the scoring lines at 7, we have combined the two par lines into one. We moved all the tees to the top and the handicap lines to the bottom, and we are now indicating the appropriate tees for the combo tees with arrows. Finally, we added round corners as well. To recap, over 3 iterations, Spring Creek has gone from 4.5 by 12 to 6 by 8, removed the map, added 3 combo tees, and changed the overall look of the card to be more consistent with that of a private, exclusive facility. Southern Hills Country Club, located in Tulsa, Oklahoma, is a venerable golf course, ranked 30th on Golf Digest's list of America's best golf courses. The 27-hole facility was established in 1936 and has hosted an impressive number of important championships. This is the scorecard they were using when they first contacted us to redesign their card. Looking at it, you would have no idea that Southern Hills is a prestigious golf club. The old card used a lot of bright colors and has a large photograph. Nothing about the design says private, or exclusive, or special. The golf pro and members wanted a new design that would reflect an image of tradition and exclusivity, all in an understated way. They also wanted to feature a list of the championships that have taken place at Southern Hills. On the new card, the size remained the same, but just about everything else changed. The original card was an off-center score design, which we changed to a trifold so that we could put each of the nines on its own panel, leaving one panel for ratings and another dedicated to the impressive list of tournaments Southern Hills has hosted. They also wanted just a logo cover, in keeping with the club's pedigree, and color-wise, just blue on tan. The result is simple and elegant. It is also one of the few times we put round corners on a 12-inch long card. We put round corners on the card because many of Southern Hills golfers are walkers, and round corners help keep the card from catching in pockets. Shadow Valley is a public facility located in Idaho. Their old card wasn't bad. The grid was very readable, not too many rules. But the card was also busy looking. The prominent rating and slope chart competes with the grid, and the colors are very bright, almost overwhelming. For the new card, the head pro wanted to add an overall map because a large portion of the players are not regulars. A map would help them get around easier and faster. On the back panel, you can see the new map, which is large and oriented vertically. The rules were modified somewhat, but note the abbreviated pace of play comment, and for emphasis, it is put in bold font. The new cover simplifies the design without the multiple colored borders and just the logo in the upper left corner. We recreated the logo to make it look high resolution. They sent a nice horizontal photograph, and rather than crop it to fit, we placed the photo horizontally and were able to utilize the complete picture. On the grid side, we softened the color scheme and added 2 combo tees. We also added an additional scoring line since the large area above the grid with the logo and ratings was eliminated. Interestingly, while the tees, blue, white, yellow, and red, have their colors reflected in the yardage numbers, the combo tees use background coloring to easily identify which tee to use. To review, we added a map, modified the rules, bolded the pace of play comment, simplified the color scheme, enlarged the photo on the cover and set it horizontally, and added 2 combination tees. The result is a streamlined, simplified design that is easy to use and capitalizes on the course's stunning photography.